Hello friends, welcome back to Pharma-info with Shubhashish. Now today let us just straightway go to the topic, right? That is synthesis of chlorothiazide, right? So we all know that we have a class called thiazide diuretics, right? Diuretics, and the purpose is just to treat the patient who is suffering from hypertension, right? By reducing the plasma volume. We all know that if plasma volume reduces, which eventually leads to the depletion of sodium level, right? Which is found to be one of the severe factor causing hypertension, right? So chalo, basically chlorothiazide is preventing the reabsorption of sodium and chloride, right? And which eventually leads to the reduction in plasma volume, and thereby hypertension can be eased out, right? Okay, our hypertensive state can be eased out, right? So now let's move on to the chlorothiazide. Just now I told you the uses and all. Diuretics, how it is acting, just prevent the reabsorption of chloride, at the same time sodium, and thereby reducing the plasma volume. Reabsorption prevented means plasma, definitely there is an increased flow of urine, okay, plasma volume drastically reduces, and which bring down the the abnormal pressure, right? So now chlorothiazide, how it looks actually, it's a thiazide diuretics, right? So how it looks. Now straightway we have got something like this. So thiazide means thiazine, okay, kind of things, and ide means again sulfonamide type of things, right? So that means it may have something like SO2NH2, right? And we have a thiazine, as I tell you, okay, chalo, we'll take only up to this, and just modify this one in the form of thiazine, okay, thiazine, or we can say something like thiadiazine, something like this, right? Thiadiazine, okay, chalo. And we have a chloro as well. So how the structure looks actually, how the structure will be with all this information, at least we can develop a structure like this. Cl, we'll just put I, that means here also sulfamoyl group should be there, okay, that we'll just keep here in the form of like this, okay. What next actually? Okay, Cl I should write not in this way, like this, okay. And then moving on to this, okay, we can write like nitrogen here, followed by something like this, sulfur, okay. So it looks like this. So this is how we are done with the structure of chlorothiazide. So we have a chloro which has been kept here. So if we just start put the locant number, okay, how it goes actually. So locant number, so this is found to be position 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So at position 7 we have sulfonamide. At position 6 we have chloro. At position 1 we have 1,1-dioxide, right? So let us just deal with the IUPAC name, spend some time with the IUPAC name and all, right? So we'll start with 6-chloro. Then at position 2 we have a NH. So that means 2H will come, 2H we should put, right? And this is basically what? Bench 1, 2, 4 thiadiazine. Okay. So this is basically bench 1, 2, 4 thiadiazine. Z-I-N-E. How many I's over there? Diazine. Then what we are left with? What we are left with? 1,1 oxide, 1,1-dioxide, 1,1-dioxide. Then 7 sulfonamide. You can just put 7 sulfonamide before, and then we'll put 1,1-dioxide, something like. So if we just try to assemble them all together, so we'll start with 6-chloro, then 2H, bench 1, 2, 4 thiadiazine, 7 sulfonamide, 1,1-dioxide. So with that we are done with what? The IUPAC name of what? Of chlorothiazide. Now let us see that how this can be made, this can be synthesized, right? Okay. So for the purpose of synthesizing this kind of things and all, okay, let us just find the way, or let us just go back to the original way through which most of the synthesis we are carrying out, right? Okay. Or we have shorted out rather. Okay. Now let us see one thing. Let us do one thing. Let me just break this particular ring diagonally. right? So what is left here? What is left here? We are see here only this particular thing. That means we have a chloro, we have a sulfamoyl that can be placed later on, right? So this can also be placed later on, right? We'll see how this can be placed, right? Okay. And so that means we have a chloro, we have a benzene, we have a N. N can be converted to NH2, right? So let us just begin the process. So we got the starting material, and with that, one of the starting material at least we got, right? And let us see that how this can be utilized, right? Or with what this will react. Okay. Okay. So initially, as I told you कि हाँ चलो हम लोगों को मिल गया वो ये वाला तो मिल गया हम लोगों को. Now we'll just put chloro here. We'll just put chloro here, and here we'll put amino. What next? Here what we need? Sulfur. अब देखो यहाँ पे अगर वो उसको बना लेता है इसको, तो यहाँ पे क्या है? क्लोरीन है, और यहाँ पे क्या है? नाइट्रोजन. ऊपर से यहाँ पे भी नाइट्रोजन है, और यहाँ पे सल्फर है, ऊपर से इसमें ऑक्साइड भी है ना? है कि नहीं? ऐसा है. चलो ऐसा है. अब यहाँ पे तो हाइड्रोजन है, यहाँ पे डबल बॉन्ड है, और यहाँ पे H2N SO2 है. Something like this, right? Okay, चलो. तो यहाँ पे भी SO2 है, यहाँ पे भी SO2 है, right? So like this, something like SO2Cl. If by any means we can just put SO2Cl in both the sides, probably we are reaching, or we are close to the destination, right? So how SO2Cl can be inserted in a particular or inside the benzene ring, okay? How this can be linked to a benzene ring, right? With the help of chlorosulfonic acid. That means Cl SO3H. This is found to be the one with which we can just introduce SO2Cl, that is sulfonyl chloride, into benzene, right? Chalo, chlorosulfonic acid, something like this, SOOOH, and this is Cl. This is how it looks, right? Okay, chalo. So अब देखते हैं. So we got the next reagent, right, with which we can proceed, right? Chalo. So now let us just react this with chlorosulfonic acid, SO3H. So what this SO3H will do, chlorosulfonic acid will insert SO2Cl in both the sides. Thus we got what? So after reaction is over, we got both the areas inserted with, or I should write, okay, like this, NH2 as usual, right? So we have with us disulfonyl chloride. So this is basically, if we just start numbering from here, 1, 2, 2 is holding an amino, 3, 4, 4 is holding a chloro, right? Alphabetical order, right? And then what is left? Benzene, then 1, 5, disulfonyl chloride. So this is the first intermediate that we got. Okay, चलो कहाँ तक हो गया हम लोगों का? कहाँ तक हो गया? अभी देखो, we have brought this here, and what about this? Yes, we got SO2, that is 1,1 dioxide that we got, right? Cl, and then NH2. Now what can be done next? Next we can just introduce ammonia, right? Why? Because here also we need an amino, here also we need an amino, right? So it's better we should introduce ammonia here. What this ammonia will do? Ammonia will just try to act on this 2Cl. And thus replacing this Cl with amino. Thus we got what? So this has become SO2NH2, and this has also become SO2NH2. Right? So we got the second intermediate. Now what is left in the process? Only thing we need what? A carbon. The carbon can be suitably inserted. How this can be inserted? Definitely in that very process, simply carbon cannot take part in the reaction. Carbon should come along with a nitrogen, right? So if carbon should come along with a nitrogen, we have already with us 2 nitrogen. 2 nitrogen which is required here. Another nitrogen has to be brought. That means we are expecting, that means deamination should take place, right? Deamination. So we have to bring here the reagent with which is connected to a nitrogen, and while merging this with that the reagent with this particular thing, definitely deamination will take place. Now the possible reagent that should come here is nothing but, because here we need one C double bond, that means pi bond should be there. So what is the next reagent that can be brought here? The next reagent that can be interacted with this is HCONH2. That is your formamide. So what this formamide will do? Formamide will just do the ring closer. The formamide will do the ring closer, and thus we got what? As I told you, deamination should take place, right? चलो तो अब इसको हटा देते हैं. So what this formamide will do? We don't require the oxygen, right? Thus we got like this. We don't require the oxygen. So here deamination, as I told you, deamination should take place, right? Deamination has been taken place. We have only taken this portion and this portion from formamide. I'm sorry, here we should put hydrogen. So we have only taken this portion, CH and then double bond portion. No oxygen. Definitely we are expecting that yes, it is the earlier there it was in the form of NH2. The H2 has reacted with the oxygen of formamide, and thus elimination of water, and in this particular terminal deamination takes place. So deamination at the same time dehydration leads to the formation of what? Chlorothiazide. So this is our title compound. So with that we are done with the understanding and all. Now hang on for a moment. I'll be right back with the synthesis, that too in a single page, right? Hang on. Okay, let's join. Okay, let us resume the session, right? So as I told you, chalo in a single page how it looks. So this is how it looks, right? The making of chlorothiazide. So initially what I did actually, we have targeted the 6-chloro of chlorothiazide, right? Chlorothiazide, 6-chloro, and we have an amino here. Basically this is 2-chloro. See, I am talking about 6-chloro of chlorothiazide, right? Now this is the, if we just consider only this particular compound, this is basically 3-chloroaniline, right? So it is the 3-chloroaniline. We have reacted the 3-chloroaniline with chlorsulfonic acid, and we got what? Disulfonyl chloride. Both are placed at position this and that, right? If I just consider this as position 1, right? So this is basically 1 and this is basically 5, right? Both are holding what? Sulfonyl chloride, right? So what next? Next we brought ammonia. For the purpose of what? For the purpose of aminating the sulfonyl, right? So thus, while treating this with ammonia, we got what? SO2NH2, SO2NH2. Both the terminal or both the place they are occupied for, they are inserted with SO2NH2. This SO2NH2 has to be taken or has to be has to be involved in making the ring, okay? But this has to be has to be left free, right? Chalo. So now what next? Next we brought HCONH2, that is formamide. This is formamide. And what this formamide did actually, formamide, say suppose if we just try to place the formamide here like this, okay? So what happened here? Actually here H2O, okay, leaving behind N double bond CH, okay, the one which is there in chlorothiazide. I am talking about this N double bond C. I should put hydrogen here, right? And then here deamination will take place, and it is the deamination leads to the cyclization that took place here, because both the nitrogen should not be there, right? At least one should leave, right? One has left and leaving behind the other one, right? And the other one has been incorporated in the cyclic system. Thus we got what? Thus we got the title compound, that is your chlorothiazide. So this is 6-chloro, then as I say 2H. So this is the second position, 2H. You should put 2H, then 1, 2, 4. Bench, thia, diazine, INE, CINE. INE is found to be the tail of what? 6-membered heterocycle. INE, pyridine, pyrimidine, pyrazine, piperazine, pyridazine, all the things. Okay, all the things you'll find INE, all for 5-membered, right? Okay, we'll find some other time, right? For this discussion and all, right? Chalo, so now INE, so thiadiazine, so 1, 2, 4, thiadiazine. Before that, you should put benzo because it's a fuse system, right? So bench 1, 2, 4, thiadiazine. Then 7 we have sulfonamide, 7 sulfonamide, 1 dioxide. So this is found to be the IUPAC name of the title compound as we discussed earlier. So with that, I'm done with the making of chlorothiazide. Hope you have understood. It's a very simple process. Only thing is that first you have to deal with the structure. That means the compound which you are going to make, right? and then just analyze the structure in such a way so that you can come across with so many fragments, right? We don't have plenty of fragments here. Few fragments are there. Okay, arrange them in an orderly fashion, right? So that, and after arranging them in an orderly fashion, you can get to know about the sequences which are involved in making chlorothiazide, right? So hope you have enjoyed the session, right? So this is that's all for this chlorothiazide. If you like this video, don't forget to press the like button and all, and please do subscribe my channel so that you can at least you can go along with me, right? You can get in touch with me. Okay, the moment I'll just upload a video, you can at least get an information of that, right? So please do subscribe my channel and put your valuable comments. Your comments will help me to grow in a robust way, right? Thank you very much. Thank you for your cooperation and of course contribution. You are contributing, right? What you are contributing your thoughts, you are contributing your attention here, right? So thank you, and stay tuned and wait for the next video to come. Thank you.